What's going on, motherfuckers? I'm to all my CBD groupies that are still in the group. All my CBD groupies. You want to get fucked up. We got paid, you already know. And we just came from the liquor store. Not Specs, not somewhere nice. Just the liquor store. The store. Picked up. All real niggas know. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. All real niggas know. The golden seal. You know what I'm saying? With the mango. You see, it's not even cracked open yet. We're about to open it up, take a little shotty shot. Yeah, the Paul Mason, yeah, mango. Okay, yeah, so we had the watermelon last. We just finished it, and that shit was hitting hard than a bitch. So you know what I'm saying? We kind of like, oh shit, you told hit good. I don't know what it is. Like when I was like younger, in my early 20s, I didn't like the flavored fucking liquor. This is a brandy. You know what I'm saying? It's a brandy with natural flavors and caramel colored added to it. It's 27% alcohol by volume. You already know. Let's get fluid ounces real quick. 54 proof. I don't really see it on here. Well, it's 750 milliliters. So yeah, you know, that's fun shot glass in a dumpster. Early times. It says for better times. Early times for better times. It goes all the way around. It says Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 80 or 90 proof. Early times distillery, Louisiana, Kentucky. Yeah. Then it even has like a measuring thing. And it says 2 ounces. So he shows up to 2 ounces in that red line. And then it says the red line is a man's drink. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to fill all about it. We're going to pick it up probably like a quarter of that. You know what I mean? And before I open this up. No, we're going to open it up first, take a sip. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to get into this right now. We have a nice review for you guys. So ooh, pop that open. Take the top off. That smells delicious. I realize this is something you don't have to mix. If you want to mix it, you can, but I realize you don't have to mix it. And that's probably the reason why I didn't like it. I'm gonna move to the white line. White line, pretty good. Good. Yeah, that smells so good. I love mango. I love watermelon. So, cheers. We working hard. I told y'all it's gonna be a minute before I get back out there and got me a job. I finally got me a job in this bullshit Little Caesars, but you know, y'all saw me in the journey, and now it's like I'm about to keep on going forward from here. Like the most problem I've always had, honestly, in my life is just never like keeping a job. To be completely honest with you, that was really my problem, and it's always because I feel like I was better than that shit, and I am better than that shit, but I didn't realize certain harsh realities about life in the sense like you don't apply yourself by supplying yourself. You got to fall in line as the majority of people do. And if you're in a position where you're in like in a majority or an average ass situation, you got to be average. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Texas. The dreadlocks weren't working because people here, they're fucking rednecks in so many words. Everybody, doesn't matter what race they are, creed, religion, they're all just rednecks in so many words. And so like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers here see the dreadlocks, they think you're just a weed smoking gangbanger, you know what I'm saying, or a fag. All the worst things you could possibly think of. But cheers. Mm, that is nice. I like a brandy. You know, it's like a wine, but like a stronger wine. I don't know the specifics, but that's not what we're here for. We're here today to do a review from Binoid. Yes, I ordered something from Binoid. The premium THCA live rosin sativa 1 gram disposable vape cart called Fruit Spirit. It's a sativa. It's going to be upbeat. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this product says do not this product recommended for your doctor. This THCA rechargeable, disposable, may affect blood pressure, heart rate, da da da. Yeah, this is what we don't care. Barcode on the back. Do what you need to do. Scan and learn more. Manufactured in Northridge, California. California. Know how to. You already know. It's not a packaging. I'm getting too excited. Look at this packaging right here. Nice. Made in the USA. USAA. You know what I'm saying? Benoid. That's how THC, not THC. What's his name? Smoking Legal says. You know what I'm saying? And it says this product is derived from industrial hemp and is a completion of the HR2 Artificial Agricultural Improvement Act of 2018, also known as the 2018 Farm Bill. That plain and simple. Before I get into this, I try to say it a little for the last time. I'm gonna stop talking about it today because I've been talking about it in my mind over and over again. A little more, another sip. Cheers. My mom. So I bought this right on a fucking Thursday. No, I bought it on a Wednesday, and it came in on like they shipped it out on Thursday, the next day, and since they don't work over the weekend or whatever, it pretty much showed up yesterday, which was Tuesday, and I came back from work, what I'm saying, late at night, so I want to do it during the daytime, get some lighting. So I knew my mom was gonna be off. I didn't like no, but like I found out, okay, my mom's off today. I gotta go to work. Like this is gonna be really awkward because if they bring the package in, I don't want my mom to catch the package, to interceive the package because she might be like, oh, what is this? What is he ordering now? I thought he was a broke ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then she gonna open the package and be like, oh my God, THC, oh hell nah, you know what I'm saying? Or a vape card, and then like throw it away, or she's gonna be like, you're smoking weed. You're doing drugs again. What is wrong with you? Get your life together. And it's like, bro, would you shut the fuck up? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that is like not the point. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the fucking point. First of all, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna go into the whole like, okay, things, but I'm gonna go a little bit for y'all. For y'all. If you have a job and you can do drugs and shit, they don't drug test you, you're good. Shut the fuck up. If you know they do random drug tests and you know it's something that they're going to do if you say you're at work, right, and you get caught being high, are they going to send you to the office? Are they going to be like, oh, wait, we got to stop and do a drug test? Or da-da-da-da. We got to handle this. If it's not that type of job, then you're fucking good. Stop. And if you can take the chance, like for example, the security guard, nobody there, you can get high. You work overnight. Nobody going to be there for like hours. Bro, it's okay to get high. Just don't get caught. But it makes me so angry because I used to fucking double and dive and dabble into the whole, weed scene and shit, like going to the gas station or trying to find the plug at the gas station. When somebody's buying a blunt, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And like literally like getting his number and be like calling him up and be like, hey bro, where you at? Texting him, where you at, bro? I'm trying to get a sack. I'm trying to get a 20 sack. I'm trying to get a dime. I'm trying to get fucking an ounce. I'm trying to get, a half. I'm trying to get a quarter. I'm trying to get an eighth. I've been on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I gotta find him. He usually wants to meet him at the house, so meet him. I have to wait till he comes home, or maybe he's home. I go to his crib and shit. I'm like, what's up, bro? Sit there. The whole Pineapple Express movie with Seth Rogen and all that type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The whole shebang. Then you're smoking weed, and on that level now, because the hemp shit, it's like, bro, it's illegal. So it's like you got it in a sandwich bag or some shit, those little fucking pill bags and shit, and then you're like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And you do get caught up with that shit. You have weed on you that's like real like narcotics and shit. You're gonna get in trouble, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like sometimes the dealer be like a drug, maybe he's robbing with another fucking drug dealers and shit. They shooting it out, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the police are already fucking tapped in and know what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all types of shit that could fucking go wrong and shit. It's annoying. It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? My nigga. But this came in the mail. I just went on my phone, went to Binoid, put my, bought that bitch with the, you know what I'm saying? Like it's Amazon. Or Tebow or some shit. And look at that shit. It's in my hand. I'm about to get high. So it's like, bro, what the fuck? That's why I get so annoyed and shit with people, because it's like, bro, that's why I realize I can't talk to nobody about the shit. Some of you guys. Because it's like, the people that don't smoke weed be like, you're a crackhead. And the people that do smoke weed are like, oh, that's not real weed. That's what they tell me here, Texas, these dumbass niggas. That's not real weed. I'm done. But anyways, we still gonna be buying shit because fuck my mom's, right? Because like shit, luckily, but she was like, I hope that's not what I think it is. I came back home right after work, and as soon as I came through the door, I'm like, okay, my package should be here, maybe more or less, right? It's Tuesday. It says I'm taking about 2 to 4 business days. So I'm like, okay, it's Tuesday. Maybe the package is here. Bro, my mom is literally sitting on the couch, and like right in front of her on the coffee table is my package, face towards her. And I'm just looking like, this fucking bitch. You know, it's like, can you just fucking not? That's the evil I'm talking about when I find my family's evil. That's that evil shit. It's like, okay, she wants to be a crazy ass bitch. That's an evil motherfucker. I digress. This shit hit. And you even gotta chase it because it's so sweet. But anyways, so that's why I don't like my mom's. You know, it's not because I'm this bad kid. Oh, he's smoking weed. That's bad. Yeah, I can see that, but we live in the 2023. You know what I'm saying? Maybe back in the 70s, the 80s, even the 90s. Maybe even the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? 2000, 2010. But once it was 2013 and they started decriminalizing weed, it was like, shut the fuck up. Know what you're dealing with. Understand that shit. And not in the 2020s. In the 2020s, come on now. But anyway, so I cooked dinner and shit, right? Long story short, at the end, you know, after like an hour or two, we cooking dinner, eating, chatting up with my nephew, my brother and shit, my younger brother, you know, cooking in the kitchen, and, you know, everybody's going to sleep and shit. My mom really want to be like, I hope that package is not what I think it is. I hope it's not what I think it is. And I had to lie and shit. It's like, no, it's just, I was like, what? Like, oh, it's just something for my beard to get rid of my razor bumps. And she want to be like, I don't know what you're talking. Like, she's all, you know, she want to get in my face and be like, what? I can't understand what you're saying. I was like, yeah, my razor bumps. It's for my razor bumps. She want to be like, like, you know what I mean? Like, give me that pressure. It's like, oh my fucking God. Just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just shut the fuck up already. For fuck's sake. It's already had a fucking, I guess you act like you can't go to the gas station and shit, go to a smoke shop and get the same shit. It's like, could you just shut the fuck up? The reason I get it online is because these smoke shops are shitty as fuck out here. They're gonna sell you some old ass shit that don't even fucking work, some you don't want, it's gonna be overpriced. I got this for $34 because I used a QR code that I found of a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying, that did a review on binoid. If I go to the fucking goddamn shit, I might get some Delta 8 for like 40 fucking bucks. $45. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Why would I pay $45 for some old ass fucking shit? Sometimes even the flour, they sell CBD flour, and it's like, it's not good quality. It's trash. It's old fucking brands from like when CBD first came out. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that shit, this should be like yellow and brown. It'd be like this and shit, this leaf and shit, brown as fuck. Like, you dirty devils. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I'm fucking with Benoit. I'm fucking with the online shit, like smoking legal, because that's where the shit's at. Anyways, I digress, right? Sorry about that shit. Ooh, excuse the fucking hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to like combing my hair a lot and shit. I had dreadlocks. So we have here, this is how it comes. This little fucking packaging. I feel like the packaging is a little tacky for me. Like, not the actual like logo, the colors and all that shit. I think that shit looks cool. But I feel like it being cardboard as fuck is kind of like a little fucking lame. Because like I've had like the high hems. Remember that last video I made? And that shit was like sturdy, durable, beautiful packaging. But this is like, man, plastic. But you know, hey, it's not about that. It's about this. Now this right here, it looks really sleek, and I like the way it looks. It just looks really nice. I feel like this window is not that great and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the window could be a little better. But it's nice though. You know, it's a drive. You can see through it, so that's always good too. You know, when you have the window from the side, it's a little hard to see through because it's, as you can see, it's more longer this way than it's obviously this way. So you can see right through it. You see that? You can see right through it. You can see all the trees in the background, all that shit. So that's good, you know. Airflow right there. We have, I don't know. Let me see. You see that shit? Can you see that shit? See that shit? Like, I don't know. Let's take it off. Okay. A little grommet. Now you want to keep that if you like put this like in your pocket, somewhere that might have lint. Then you want to keep that because the lint will get inside that shit, especially if you know you're in a place like Texas. It's hot as fuck. We're in July. It's been hot as hell. I got my sweat rag with me right now. I got my sweat rag with me right now. You know what I'm saying? That sauce get hot. You know what I'm saying? I be sweating all over the creases of the fat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll hold right here. I guess it's gonna light up from right there, and it has a charger that's not a micro USB. It's like that new charger. I forgot what it's called and shit, but it's like a round, really round one. So that's interesting. You know, just in case if you don't know, I don't really know if they're all like that. This is my first time buying from Binoid, so let's go ahead and take a hit. See what time we're gonna puff on it just to see how we can get it going, and then we're gonna take a longer hit and see. So. Just based off of that shit. It's strong. It's working good. I can smell through the box. It has a fruity pebbles, fruit by the foot, gushers for that small puff. So let's go ahead and get into it. See what I'm talking about. I hope he's all light up. Oh, that's some strong. That's strong at me. The thing I hate about myself is that when I do smoke or hit the vape cart, I just don't be ready. I don't be ready for that shit. I think marijuana, not hemp, has a very distinctive way it hits, but you don't like just choke. But this shit, I'm gonna have to. Shit, lean on my water bottle. Let's see if I can. Yep, lean that on the shot glass. I gotta take some water. No, I'm not gonna go crazy right now because I am kind of slowing down on my consumption of like alcohol and like weed and all that shit. Just for myself, I have a lot of bills I gotta pay, things I gotta take care of. My phone's not even really on right now. I'm using like a text app, a callers app. You know what I'm saying? And I need Wi-Fi for that shit. So it's like really kind of crazy right now. And yeah, man. Cheers. Man, I like the fruity flavor. It's sativa. That's why I waited till today. I could have hit it last night if it was an indica. And I really, really need it because it's this job right now. I'm like, I'm doing everything right now, man. I ain't gonna lie. It got me kind of like spread around like a salad in everywhere. I'm like making the dough. I'm pressing out the dough, stretching the dough. So all that shit. I'm fucking like, making the pizzas, putting them on the oven, put them in the boxes, taking orders, answering fucking phone calls. I'm like cleaning the back of the house. I'm cleaning the dishes. I'm mopping the floor. I'm taking out the trash. I'm doing everything you could possibly fucking think of. It's crazy to me sometimes. I'll be thinking like, damn. But I want to learn everything because I want to just like learn that shit so I can be like, all right, I know what to do. That way I can just go to work, do my job, not have to worry about like fucking up. That's all I'm worried about right now. And sometimes it's like weird because I guess people don't understand that. They think like I'm being like shy or like scared or something, and like are worried or something or panicked. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just they think these things, but there's some dumb ass niggas too. But at the same time, I think like, no, I just want to learn this shit so I can know what the fuck to do. I'm that type of person. That's why it's like been hard for me in life. I'm the type of person that like I don't just deal with shit that comes in my way. I like prepare. I learn about the shit. I try to make sure I know what the fuck I'm doing before I do it. And it's like hard to do that shit. When people just don't give a fuck and they just give a fuck about like just doing it because you're supposed to. And so, that's kind of been my mentality. Like yesterday, we didn't have any more coins to give away for change. And I kept on trying to tell people that shit, but I'm bouncing, like I said, through all that shit, making fucking dough, cleaning restaurants, all at the same time. And not only that, I'm not the only person using the cash register. So I don't know what's in the cash register all the time, especially when I'm fucking just going really fast. So it's like, some guy gives me like a fucking $20 bill, you know what I'm saying, for like a $5 fucking pizza. You get what I'm trying to say? A $6 fucking $7 pizza and shit. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to fucking, you know what I mean? What am I supposed to say to that shit? So I just my manager says to him, like, just tell them that we don't have change. And I wasn't really doing that shit for people that are paying decently because their change wouldn't be a lot. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like you pay a fucking, okay, if you pay, right, obviously, you know what I'm saying, it's like $7 for a $6.50 fucking pizza, you're going to get 50 cents. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's easier to deal with people that are giving you bills. And everybody's just giving you bills. Nobody's going to give you change. They're all going to give you bills. So it's like, I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? You know? So I'm sitting here fucking looking, and this guy give me a fucking 20. And we're running out of like fucking like dollar bills. You know what I mean? There's like 2 10s left in that bitch, 120, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like 3 5s, maybe 2 5s in that hole. It was like we were running out and shit. So I'm like, just telling them, like, hey, if they go in this register, nigga, and I can't find a motherfucking shit, don't be angry at me, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, like, we're running low on shit. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to pay a different way? Do you not want to give me a big ass bill? And so that was the problem and shit that made me kind of angry. I was like, what the fuck? This shit really hitting right now. Now you can see my eyes again while I'm feeling the shit. The THC. I would not say it's like weed THC though. It's a more chill THC. I'd say that shit. It's a THC that's like, I'm just kind of. I've always felt that way with THCA. Like I've always felt like it's a slumper. It just makes you feel like that high look, or you be high for be like, that type of shit. And when you smoke weed, you look that way. You look like, yeah, you know, where you like you're attentive, but at the same time, like your eyes are look like you're sleepy. Like if you really looked, acted like how you look, excuse me, acted how you look, people would be like, you'd be like, but you don't do that shit when you're on weed. So you come, huh? Yeah, and they're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you look like you sleepy, but you not acting sleepy? So that's when people know you're on weed. That's why I'm like, I would never smoke weed and go to fucking work. Like, I just could not do that shit. That's a fuck no. That's why I'm kind of like, I'm getting, no. It's just maybe it's me getting older, or maybe just me in a certain position. I just don't want people to be knowing that I smoke fucking weed anymore because, like, people really judge you based off that shit. And once they know you smoke weed, it's like the weirdest shit. You know what I mean? I say people, but realistically, I'm talking about my situation, like, fucking Texas, bro. It's like these motherfuckers would immediately think you are fucking stupid. You know, and I kind of see what one of my coworkers was saying because I didn't really fucking see what he's saying, but now I do see that shit. He's like, yeah, he's doing drugs back in the day too, and then after he drove me home one time, and this nigga was saying like, how like you work on a job, people try to take advantage of you because they know like the drugs you do and shit like that. I didn't know what he meant by that shit, but I see what he's saying though. I see what he's saying though. I just feel like I never had that problem. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I never had that problem. Not like it was like traumatized. I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's not like I don't care. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not an addict. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not like, oh man, like I need weed or like so I'm gonna suck this nigga's dick for weed. Like you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like that's not me, bro. Like in any type of sense, any sense of the word, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the type of person to fucking just like fold because you have weed on you. Like if you have good ass weed and I don't like you, I'm not gonna hang around you. That's some bitch ass nigga shit. I'd ask you for your plug though. And if you don't give it to me, then I'm definitely not gonna fuck with you because I know you a bitch. That's how I work and shit. It's like that makes sense, right? Like then you know what I mean? No bygones, you know what I'm saying? Bygones be bygones. Yeah, man. I think I'm kind of done with this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I feel as high as I need to feel. Like this shit really got me like, okay, it's nice. But every time I hit a hit, it's like really destroying everything right here. That's number one. And number two is like I get higher and shit, but it's like it's not really. I feel like this is good. I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm good right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can put this down and shit. Sometimes I feel like I should be like sitting there. Delta 8, I feel like that's something you do. That's like, I think that's why. I think that's the reason why I like smoking Delta 8 still. To be honest, because last time I smoked that Delta 8, it was like, yeah, that shit was like on some like I can sit here and just smoke that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because of what it is. Like Delta 8 is something you do kind of like, maybe not at first. And plus, I haven't had THC in a while too, so that's probably the reason why. And we haven't had THC in a while. That should be like that. Like you smoke a little bit and you're fucking good, bro. You're like you're as high as you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I kind of feel like maybe that's what's going on too. Um, but that's probably another reason why I'm saying it's like weird because like you get a tolerance right after like the first honestly after the first 3 times you smoke, you get a tolerance. But at the same time, I feel like you don't gain a tolerance if you do it like every week. Like let's say you smoke once a week. I guarantee you, bro, like you're not gonna have a tolerance like that. Your tolerance is always gonna be low. And that's something. That's where we never. I think as young people that really smoke like real weed and stuff, and like school and shit, like high school and all that shit, middle school or in college and shit, like on a regular like what I'm saying level. I feel like that was like one of the problems. Like we like hit that once a week. For me, like I was like smoking weed like maybe once a week. You know what I mean? And that always like had me good. But when I started smoking fucking weed like not every day, but like every other fucking day, that's when it was kind of like, oh no, bro. I think that's where it kind of fucked me up. Just on the level of like the whole tolerance shit. Because when I was like working at the factory, I knew I couldn't be smoking weed. I knew that shit. So I used to like space that shit the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Just so it could like get out of my system. And by the next fucking week, if they fucking call me in for a drug test or something like that, I could just like get it out of my system real quick. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I was on this shit. So, but I don't think I was smoking like all the time. Like all the time. I don't think that's what it was. I think it was just like, okay, like, let's say I couldn't get a sack this week, right? Then I wouldn't have a sack for like a week. And let's say the same thing happens again. I won't have a sack for like 2 weeks. So it'd be like that type of shit, if anything. But I was smoking Reggie, and then I was like, we smoke Reggie and shit. Smoke Reggie, regular weed and shit, basic ass bitch ass weed. Swag, whatever you want to call it, like that shit will not get you to a point where you fucking need that shit. I feel like that type of weed always just like weed that's like, bro, I'm chilling, bro. I don't really need that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's a chiller, it's a slumber. I feel like with this weed right here, because it's sativa, it got me upbeat. I'm feeling the upbeatness. I hell am. It tastes like fruity pebbles type shit. I feel like I would say some sour candy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely some sour Skittles. Yeah. Definitely some sour Skittles type shit. But anyways, like, and the way it hits, it's just like I'm feeling like upbeat. I'm feeling good, but I also feel kind of slumped. So there's like this level of seriousness. I'm like meditation that I'm feeling, where it's just like I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good, and I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something you want to like be sociable and shit. This is gonna have you like sociable. Like yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, ooh, no, bro. Not something you really want to do right now. You're not in that position, in that situation. Like it's trying to be fucked up. But anyways, I feel like my mind's gonna be racing and shit. Too many fucking thoughts and shit. It's gonna be crazy. You know. But I don't know. I'm high as fuck though. I do feel it in my body for the most part, and really just like in my head and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like mental space. Not to add, I got this fucking liquor. Yeah, so this one, the liquor probably keeping me down a little bit. But liquor fucking get you hyped too. Yeah, but I feel like because another thing I don't like too, I'm gonna put this out there, is if you do drugs on a regular basis or you do drink on a regular basis, I feel like people really do see you as an alcoholic, and I feel like that shit to me doesn't really equate because I feel like I do drink, but I you know what I mean? I always drink, but I'm not really always drinking. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Smoke Illegal be drinking. You see the nigga, you see him drinking for a minute. He had that big ass bottle with the fucking goddamn gun in it and shit. But then like at the end he has like this little fucking what's that shit right there. I don't be drinking like that. I might fill this whole thing up. I fill two of these up. You know what I mean? Put it in like a cup of fucking some shit. You know what I'm saying? And drink the fuck out of that shit. And I determined that I'm mostly honestly like a nightly drinker. I like to drink at night. Right now I'm just drinking with y'all because I'm just kind of turning up because I'm working and shit. Busting my ass. I even about the wrong. I had to steal some fucking shoes from Walmart, and these work shoes literally are not my size. So like my leg literally is fucking killing me more than I've ever fucking felt in my life. You know, that's why when same shit happened when I was working at the restaurant. I used to tell the niggas like, oh, I don't have any shoes that's my size and shit right now and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like my feet is fucking killing me. And they be like, oh shit. I remember my fucking this asshole chef was like, yeah, you gotta stretch them out, don't you? And I remember looking like I just thinking like, the fuck are you talking about? That's like literally getting a water bottle and telling something like, oh, I need fucking, you know what I'm saying, to fill up this much fucking water and shit, but I have this fucking volume of water bottle. It's like, bro, then get a bigger bottle. The fuck? You fucking stupid. Like people be on some like weird shit. I hate that. That's why I know some people. That's why I know everybody out here is just fucking like I'm kind of done. Being sociable it don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. Being social people is like that shit don't mean shit. Like ultimately, but at the same time, it's good when you want to like build at least a little bit of a bond. But people out here are fucking goddamn codependent, and that's what it comes down to. Because you think about it, it's like you can conversate with somebody and shit and be like, all right, I was just like at that time, without making it something that's not. Even if you like don't want to speak to that person and shit, like even people don't really matter. To be honest, yeah, but at the same time, like, dude, like like, hello, you can't just be out here fucking like not saying shit to nobody. That shit weird. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about like on a normal basis, like just like I don't talk to people. I'm talking about like in a situation, like that's weird. Cause that's what happened to me at work and shit. I was just talking to a coworker. It wasn't even talk. It was just like this nigga came in. It was hot as fuck. He's at the fucking. He's clocking out. They started clocking in. I was clocking out. He got there before I did. So I'm walking up to it. He fucking intercepted. Came in, but it was like he was sweating like a motherfucker and had fucking got him a fucking towel or I don't know, a paper towel. I didn't see what it was. He was just wiping the shit out of his face. And I was like, whoo, it's hot out there, isn't it? It's hot. And he ain't say she's just looking all down, looking all angry and shit. Like, and I'm just looking like, I was looking at him like, I was thinking like, what the fuck? Okay, you're not gonna answer me? Alright. And then I kind of like let it go, but at the same time I was like, man, what the fuck, bro? Like, in all reality, come on, bro. Come on. All I said was, damn, it's hot. And the only reason I was saying that shit is because this nigga was standing right in front of the shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? He's standing right in front of the goddamn thingamabobber. You know, I'm just trying to make conversation because it's like, because he was like standing like where he was like going to actually like clock in and shit. And it was like, and kind of like, he ready to do that shit. And then like, this nigga was not about doing that shit. He wasn't doing that shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, move, nigga. I gotta clock out, But I don't say shit like that. I'm just looking at this nigga like, I'm like, shit. And he's all in the sweat. I'm like, it's hot as hell out there, isn't it? Then he don't want to say shit. And I was just like, all right. I just kept the conversation going though. I was like, yeah, because I gotta catch. I be taking the bus. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit. So I'm about to be out there in a minute. I said, I'm gonna start taking the bus. And I was like, shit. I'm about to be out there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said, and I'm thinking like, basically, yeah. I'm just like, man, that was like simple conversation. Like, I'm about to go out, I'm about to clock out and leave. So I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? Like it just seems so normal. Like I was walking through this shit, you got clocking out. It's like someone clocking in front of you and shit. They sweating and shit. You be like, it's hot as hell out there. Because I've been inside all fucking day. I've been there since the morning, early morning. So I'm just like, shit. Because it's like 4 o'clock. I've been there since like early. So I'm like 8 o'clock in the morning and I fucking get out. I'm out that hoe. it's almost like fucking, it's over 4 o'clock already. So I'm like, shit, I clock out, you know? I'm like, damn, nigga, I've been there for like a long ass time. I'm like, ready to fucking go. And I'm just like, damn, but I'm just talking though. Like, I kept that shit friendly as fuck. And they didn't say shit to me the whole fucking time. I was just like, bro, use it. Like, and niggas, and I start realizing people now, like, man, people in my fucking job are fucking insane. Like, something wrong with them mentally. And that's, I ain't gonna lie, it's mostly the black people. For the most part. You know what I mean? For the most part. But at the same time, like, they're just the worst. You know what I mean? They're just the worst. But yeah, it's trying to make me realize, like, nah, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna ever fucking, like, be with a black woman. Like, I hate saying that shit like that. I really do, but I have to say it like that. I don't think I can live with a black woman because I've dated, like, ghetto ass black chicks. Not dated, but I've, dabbled with ghetto ass black chicks. And I also dabble with, like, suburban black chicks, valley girls. And, like, bro, I realized, like, they both expect you to be a nigga, but not even in the level because it's hard to explain. But they expect you to be a pookie in your ray. And so it's not the women. It's really just like you as who you are. Like if you're supposed to be a pookie and a ray, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but that's like what the manosphere says it's called and shit. Then that's what you're supposed to motherfucking do. I'm taking another shot. I actually prefer drinking more than I prefer smoking. That's the reason why. I've been drinking liquor lately because I enjoy fucking drinking, getting drunk. But the only thing is, I don't like being around my family like that. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, it's like they're kind of fucking, they're kind of like, it seems suffocating. Like when I'm in my mom's house, I don't know what it is exactly, but I just feel like, I don't know what it is, you know what it is. I can't like talk like this. I can't talk freely and just be like, yeah, you know, it's like weird, bro. I can't be like this. I can't shoot a video. Or even being this like this thought process. Like, you see how I'm making sound and shit the way I'm speaking? Like, it could be like a video game system or a TV. It could be anything, bro. It's like they're not gonna want me to do that shit in there. But other than that, it's like, you know, that's just like living your life, bro. I don't know, bro. Anyways, what was I'm about? Yeah, like these, it's me, bro. You know, and it's based on my positioning and who I am. So the only thing a man can do is a man has to fucking like get it first before he can like, you know, be perceived a certain way. Women can be perceived a certain way without that shit. Maybe a dynamic they don't understand. Maybe that's what feminism is all that shit about, and the trans rights and all that shit is being perceived a certain way. Or you actually are that way. Whether that be to your benefit or not, or against it, you know? But yeah. And the men have to fucking, because that's who's going to treat me like that, you know? Live with my sister. Come on now. Then people try to put everything else on it. Like, yeah, you get the money, you get the power. Why would you fucking sit here and be taking shit from a bitch? Mm-hmm. Then the narcissism comes in like, so yeah, she got him for everything. Yeah, because he thought he could really use that shit to fucking, you know, he went to the fucking height of his existence, or what he thinks it's supposed to be, and now he thinks he's God. There's so many words, you know. Ooh, that's fucking preparing chest. But it is sweet as hell though. I kind of do want to mix it though, because I just don't like drinking straight liquor, man. I like to drink. Like I like to have like some cranberry juice on the side and be like, okay, pour that shit in there and be like, mix it and have like a nice little tank. I like making cocktails. Cause I can sit here and just drink that shit back. I drink like two fucking goddamn things of these, no problem. But like when it gets like that, like the taste gets so nasty, I'm like, oh, I don't want this shit. I don't want that shit. That's why people just try to fucking get like a whole fucking shot and just take it all the way down. You know, I can't sip on my fucking liquor. Like that shit's like, ooh, hell no. Nah. I like to sip. You know what I mean? Type shit. I do. I like to sip. You know. But at the same time, I do like to fucking gulp it down depending on what it is. Like if it's like wine, or fucking like Athos from my fucking goddamn The Musketeers and shit on BBC. It's actually on Tubi and fucking Amazon Prime for free, but you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just like put the fucking wine case down, just start taking bottles. That's what I like to do. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I find it really like instantly refreshing as fuck, especially when you're like, oh shit. But I don't really know. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be out here. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. I'm gonna smoke my THCA in the house, but I'm gonna do that shit like on the low, bro. You know, I don't think I can go to sleep with this. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably just like try to put on like some fucking, the whole shebang. That's why I even have a vape cards for stealth. I think what I'm gonna do at this point is just like try to get the goddamn what's this shit called? Eye drops. I'm gonna try to get the fucking eye drops and fucking do that shit. That way, like they don't see that I'm high as fuck all the time. But yeah, man, that shit weird. It's really weird being at my mom's house. You know what I'm saying? This is why I left the first time. It's like you working, you're making money, and then you're just like, what to do now? And it's like, well, I'm gonna fucking drink and watch movies and like. But then when you realize that's not your house, so you really can't be doing shit. It makes it really awkward. It makes it like really fucking awkward. Confirmation. And we still spiritual even though we don't believe in God and shit. Shit like that be happening. Anyways, it's a phenomenon. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. I'm at a point right now. I just feel like, man, fuck this shit. Right? Like my family and shit. I'm getting to that point right now. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do what I want to do in that bitch because, like, you motherfuckers, like, this ain't shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I made this little YouTube video. What did I do? You know? And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do something else. Like, it's like it's really like something is just like, meh. And it's crazy how something so simple, like people in the world be like, oh my god. It's like, what makes a human like get to that point? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know. It's weird because like I don't really know. I don't really know what to do right now. You know, it's like weird too because like I told you that like inflation came, like people were like losing their jobs because these companies were trying to see how much money they can spend on employees and expenses in general to see how much they're going to make because they're under inflation too. Because if they're being taxed at their house, their rent goes up 300%. What do you expect? They're gonna fucking need 300% of what the fuck they've been doing to fucking sustain themselves. So they had to cut the cost of fucking employees everywhere, and that's what they did. And they saw how people reacted to that shit, and people were still ordering their food, but they realized if they could find somebody to come in, get that shit completely fucking started and shit, like you know what I'm saying, like they can slow down the business. If that makes sense. Don't stop the business, just slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was going to Burger King in Austin and shit, and there was like this one person working in there, one guy making the food, taking the orders, and I was like, what the fuck? How's he doing that shit? If they find a guy who's fucking like me, like that learns everything, that can run the shit, that way they don't have to fucking sit here and like keep you. You get what I'm saying? So that's why when he's like, I met this guy after the orientation of this shit, motherfucker was like, oh, so he's like, yeah, it went well. Everybody got hired and shit. He's like, this ain't a lot of money, but it's something to get you like an apartment and shit, maybe with no lights. But I'm like, this nigga optimistic as fuck. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? If I was homeless, I'd keep this job, but I wouldn't have a house. I wouldn't even get an apartment. That's stupid as fuck. I was like, why would you do that shit? Nigga, you can pay for your laundry, you can get a shower and shit by having a gym membership, and that's all you fucking need, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm keeping it real because I only say that shit because it's like they gave us your pay card. All you had to do was call the number. So in so many words, all you had to do was go somewhere and ask for a fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go to Walgreens somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere and just be like, hey, do you have a phone that I can like use and shit? When I make a call and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it simple. Give them your ID and shit. Or your wallet and shit. Of course, not with your credit card, no money and that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like even if you didn't have that, it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would do that shit, save my money up for like 6 months trying to manage. If I was fucking broke homeless, I would probably never do 6 months. Honestly, I'd probably do fucking 3 months. I'd probably do 3 months. See if I can manage that shit. After 3 months, I don't know how much we make all the time, but like, I'm gonna just calculate because based on my paychecks, I've just gotten this shit. Like, you might make like $100 a week. You can make $100 a week. That's like at least fucking like $400 and shit a month. 4 times 2, that's $1,200. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be worried about none of that shit. I'd worry about getting a car. And then if I get a car with that, I'd probably get a car with that. You know what I'm saying? But I would just be like, yeah, I would just be homeless, bro. Save my money. Because the more you save, the more you'll be able to fucking do something that's going to pay for you as an asset. Like getting a car. But it has to be a fucking asset. It can't be just like, you know, trying to get off the streets. Nobody wants to be on the streets, but that's not the point. And I'm starting to realize that shit now. And I kind of wish I stayed homeless a little bit because I would have my hair and, you know, she just don't give a fuck about that shit. So I feel like maybe I could have been better off. But at the same time, like, I feel like not really because even when I had my hair, it's like all I wanted to do was fucking like work at that Sonic and shit, right? And like be in the back cooking. And I realized like I don't want to do that shit. You know what I mean? I realized how much I don't want to do that shit. Like I don't, you know. In a sense, it's just like, man, fuck these people, bro. Like I don't give a fuck, man. You know, you want me back because you're scared of the customers because you don't know what the fuck you're doing yet. But man, I don't give a fuck at this point. And it's like, funny how they just put me on that shit. It's because we're black. There's another girl on the cash register too. You know what I'm saying? She black, but she like has this more of a suburban accent, so people like think like, okay, I'm gonna put you on that shit. It's crazy, man, how like the world works, you know? When it comes to certain things, it's crazy how like that shit really be like what it is, you know? Like, damn, bro. It's because we come from this side. We're all the way next to the south, in the southwest side, close to Highway 6. We're by Kentwood and Richmond area. So we kind of like don't. We grew up in a house. We aren't niggas. We didn't grow up in no apartments. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in a house. Having a house versus having an apartment is very important. That's a big fucking leap in real life, you know? Apartments for people that don't know what the fuck you're doing. They're just need a place to stay. But are consistent. And then we have a house is an investment. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to cut in the house industry, buy a house, maintain it, and as you go more inflation or money or value in things, you're supposed to like get repairs on the shit because it's about maintaining its value. Maintain its value until you want to fucking leave and sell it for a high price. That's how you're supposed to do that shit. You know, an apartment, you don't do that shit. You probably use an apartment just to like show credit, to show the fact that you actually pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? When it comes like insurance and credit cards and things like that. You know? Yeah, I think liquor is less powerful than weed. I feel like weed is really just a lot. You know, it gives you a certain meditation where it's like, oh shit, oh my god, that really, god damn it. I don't think I was too drunk for that. Like, let me see what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was because I fucking like boop, and that shit like I don't know some shit. Let me see real quick. Yeah, that shit fucking got that shit jiggling all over the place. So I bring it up and I was like, all right, that shit fucking got dizzy. I was like, oh, damn. Not everywhere though. Just a little bit. Yeah. I'm probably still gonna mix it though. I don't know what though. I gotta find something to mix it with. I don't really feel like going to fucking Dollar Tree. Fuck that. I'm only buying this shit because that last bottle was too fucking delicious. I finished it so quickly. Like, even when I opened this shit, look at this shit already. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of a lot, man. So that's why I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't know. I mean, it's $10, almost 11. Round it up. So it's like, shit. Can't waste some money like that. But, you know. Anyways, my review on fucking goddamn binoid. Free fucking spirit, sativa, upbeat. I fucks with this shit. Look at the colors. I fuck with this shit hard, man. I really fucking do. I like it. It's an A1 for me. This like this. I didn't know binoid was this fucking good. I always heard about binoid and their different THCs, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. But I feel like this shit right here is spot on. Like, it's so spot on. It's like, their genetics is like, we know exactly what the fuck we're doing. And I fuck with that shit. That's what I need. I want to go to a fucking plug and the motherfucker's like, oh, what? I'd be like, what is it? And he don't even like, you know what I mean? Like, the fact you even have to ask what is it shows straight up he's not a good dealer, because it's like, bro, you don't know, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, if I go to a drug dealer and he's just like, oh, this that bomb, this that da da da. Like, that's why in the South we're known for even saying stupid ass shit. Like, yeah, that's that za, that's that za, and it's like, why y'all calling Zaza? Not every, that's a strain. That's not everything. That's like me. So every time I get a fucking vape card from Benoit, I call that shit Fruity Spirit. Like, you're stupid as fuck. It had, like, there's names to that bitch. And then it's like, if this is really good ass weed, how do you not know what the fuck where it came from? That's bullshit. And it's you know, but it is what it is. But you know, there's still good weed. But it's, at the same time, it's like they all call it that shit because they're just stupid as fuck. So they make pounds and pounds of that shit. We're in Texas, so we get it from the cartels. You know what I'm saying? So specifically in Houston, Texas. I don't know, man. It's just crazy to think about this shit. Like, people was fucking out here just like, it's just crazy to me. And real quick, I want to talk about the AGP shit real quick. Like, I'm about to smoke a little more because I needed my high to come down a little bit. Like, you see my eyes kind of open up and shit. Cause that shit made me fucking like, I was like getting slumper and slumper. Like, I didn't like that shit. It made me feel like, ugh. I probably not gonna smoke THCA no more then. I don't really know if I want to smoke it. I'm running to the school, and I don't know if they're like getting ready for school or they're in school or what. It's kind of weird. Anyways, but yeah, right. I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like THCA. I like it, but I feel like THCA is indubitably, indefinitely a strain where you just sit the fuck down. I don't think it's a sativa. I don't because I've tried it. It's both sativas, THCA, and it's like, for me, it's not getting me where I need to be. I maybe gotta try an indica and see what I'm gonna try an indica next and see what the fuck's talking about. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this shit. It's about $37, and I took the price down to $34 using the QR code. So it's gonna save you 20%. I think. I'm not even sure. Can't be more than that, but probably less. Okay. But yeah, like, I was fucking. Cause this right here, it's like, damn, brother. Every time I smoke this shit, I get really slumped the fuck out. I feel like just like couch potato and shit. Even this sativa, and not in the level like I don't feel like that way now. I feel like it's like if I was watching a movie with you, I would literally be like jumping up every fucking second to be like, yeah, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't feel like doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like doing that shit. You know. I don't feel like doing that shit at all. I don't even know, man. It's just weird. I never looked it up. I probably should look it up. What makes ADHD? His ADHD. My nephew, I found he has ADHD. He's 10 years old. That makes me really want to know like more about it because it's like people don't even look that shit up. They don't just think you're fucking stupid. Like you're retarded, a little bit retarded, slow. You know what I'm saying? And it's not based off of your brain power and shit. It's based off of like you, how you act, and everything, your behavior. But yeah, man, my older brother is extremely homophobic. Man, so he was telling me the other day. I came from work and he was just like, yeah, you know, like he acts fucking that way because he lived with his mom his whole life. He ain't gay. He's not gay. Okay, he's just a kid right now. And I'm just looking like this nigga. Like I was looking at him like, whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, bro. And then like I had a friend one time tell me that like he was like, it's a choice. He was like telling me like, yeah, I remember I had a nigga tell me that shit, and it is. It is a choice. Being gay or trans is a choice. But people like saying it's because the whole argument. People say like it's a choice. Like you can choose. That's what my mom was like. You can change. But then like you have fucking people you meet real ass motherfuckers that are gay and they're like you can't change. You can't change that shit. And they make perfect sense. Like fucking goddamn what's this nigga's name? I can't remember his name right now. But the gay guy on YouTube and shit, the bald headed one. You know what I'm talking about? He always makes videos and shit. Buff as fuck, gay black man. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like that motherfucker right there always fucking be hitting. His videos really helped me out when I was homeless because it helped me see like the realities of shit. He was like, take that Bible and throw that shit the fuck out. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, the church people like, you can change. You cannot change your sexuality. You can't. You can change my shirt. Like, you can't change that shit. So you are. So you always been. It's like once you accept that shit, it's like not like Jesus Christ, like a complete fucking story. Just to believe, not about believing. It's not a belief. That's why people be trying to tell you that shit. Like, I don't believe in that shit. That's why Texans are fucking so fucking homophobic. It's like we don't believe in that shit. And it's like it's not a belief, it's a fact. Like, and that's the weirdest shit when dealing with fucking people because they try to fucking force you to believe their shit by fear of your life, and so you end up like being grown in a world where people are do that. You think that fucking lies are truth, and you don't know the difference anymore. And you be fucked up. You know what I mean? Even if you know what I'm saying, you be fucked up because you be thinking you right, and you be fucked up because like it's almost like a mindset. You only have two mindsets, and the mindset is either you believe in Jesus or you're an atheist. And it's like, bro, like why can't I just be fucking human? If I don't see Jesus, if I don't talk to God, then I don't want to hear shit. Especially if you think about God on the aspect, right? Things like this, where like look at all the fucking evidence of what God, how to know God exists. You get what I'm saying? And really sit here and ask yourself, have you ever seen that shit? And then it's even fucking worse because we all can agree if somebody's seeing some shit, they're schizophrenic and they're crazy as fuck. They're not just reality. But when it comes to religion, fucking that's why it's like, nah. It's a religion. They want to change your legionhood, what league you're from, you're a part of, your associates, the community you're from. They want to change how you define yourself. They're basically cults. The only difference between a cult and our religion is when motherfuckers. It's three steps I probably say. When motherfuckers make fucking like packs with people and shit, like in my mom's church and shit, the same people that go there are still going there. So it's like you realize all these people know each other. That's why they be talking to each other at the church and shit like a motherfucker because they don't know each other. But it creates a brotherhood if you will, which is good. But at the same time, you go that shit is right from a group. You just had the group. You were just the motherfuckers that came together and shit and formed that shit. Like knowingly, y'all wanted to do that shit. So you formed closer bonds within that shit. Which y'all are always Christian and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then on top of that shit, you got motherfucking like, you know what I'm saying? Members of the church that don't have like me that don't have to go. They're just going, not going. And then you got motherfuckers out here that are just like, it's a cult where they have to pay. You know, you have to pay because I'm not finna get no fucking money to the fucking church. And that's what I'm like saying. Like that's that religion side where it's like they gonna put money. See, it's like these niggas. Oh, do you want to put money into this idea? Invest. So probably people hear them out, but they don't want to invest. People aren't gonna buy. And then you have people that are going to buy. They're part of the group. You get what I'm saying? And then you have people that have to buy to be part of the group. And that's pretty much what a cult is and shit. Where niggas but it's like it's a cult because you're a religion, right? That says that comes in, you have to come in, but then at the same time, like it's like you have to fucking do what we say, and so it becomes a cult, and then it becomes that's really hard to be a part of the cult and not really be for the cult, and that's why my brother be like, you don't want to fucking be, you know what I mean? Like that's why the motherfuckers be saying all that shit about everybody, like, oh, this is why you're inferior, this is why you're crazy, this is why. When it right, supposed to give you a fucking life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That's what my words. So it's like that's why it's like weird as fuck. That's what having to happen right now because people getting territorial and shit, not just border wise, but like within their assets and their finances and shit. So that's why people are like at the top that control all the fucking many at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Are essentially fucking bestowing their fucking confusion, their fucking hate, all that shit down upon everybody else. So that's why the poorer class can be more religious because they don't really have automatic guilt. Even if they have to go kill somebody to get their money and shit, it's because as a survival, these niggas are surviving, they're thriving, they're at the top, so they don't really need to do that shit. And nor less, it's not none of that because they can buy 1,000 hoes. It's really because those 1,000 hoes are actually working for them or are going to be paid by them in some way, form. You know what I'm saying? If somebody actually using them down there making money, because you know what I'm saying. So it's a weird situation, but that's what it is for the rich. It's like you have to realize like your sins and so many words are going to affect like the many and shit, and that's what a lot of women don't fucking see. And then like it's really sad. They want people to be by their side to take care of them, but they don't in reality, like in real life, they don't know how to like assimilate to that idea. If that makes sense, you get what I'm saying? Like whatever they're doing is not working. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's fucking like intense to say. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it like that, but I feel that it's what needs to be said on that level because when you think about it, it's like that's what like a lot of fucking like women are on right now. Like they want to talk about this, the femininity and all that shit, but it's all just traditional values essentially. And it's like they want to be taken care of and shit in so many words, you know. And it's like, but at the same time, it's like they don't understand like how that actually works in like everyday life. Like they don't know how to assimilate to that idea. It's ironic though when you think about it, because it's like they don't see. It's also affects the fact they don't see that when they be like bosses or mothers that are like that shit really like they fuck up, and it's crazy how their psychology works. You know how they just like give up on life and be like, oh well, I couldn't fucking be a stupid asshole. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I see like black women have all these encouragement. I'm trying to have black women, but especially black women, have these encouragement things because they're fucking the most like fucked up mentally. They just are. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why a black woman is gonna be with a white man is because like not because she loves her oppressor, but in some words because he's rich and she's thinking like if I be with him, I can. You know what I'm saying? And if he has a fetish of like being on top of her just because he's a man, he's a man and he's a white man and shit, it's like that's what that shit's about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it comes. That's what it looks like. And it's not really saying a fetish. as a fetish, but like in the sense of like you just want to stay with them because you have this bed wenching ideology of the black women. You know what I mean? That tastes good. Like even the mintiness, like alcohol taste in the back is kind of still like it's just kind of nice, refreshing, kind of cool. You know, so that's what that's about, man. So I'm just like I realized like nah, bro, like that's what they being about black guys. Like we feel like we're mandingos and shit. It's like what the fuck? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I want to talk about the Onagana Fig real quick if I can. Like, and so like basically me like detransitioning so many words and then realizing that like not that I'm a man, but just like I gotta survive as a man because that's just going on out here and all that good shit. Like I don't even know. Like you just shut down. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And I just didn't understand why and all that shit. And now I kind of see why because like I didn't want to be a whore. You know, I didn't want to sleep with guys for money as a transsexual, and I realized somebody in my social stature would do that. I mean, that would happen to me. You know what I mean? Because like you just don't want to make money. And I see happy trans women on YouTube just be all like, okay, I'm on my transition, I'm happy, and the way life just like betrays her so fucking quickly, it's fucked up. And you be thinking, and it's like you be thinking like, didn't you kind of know, in a sense, but at the same time you don't know because it's like, man, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck, you know? And then it's like, bro, I need that shit. Like I need to go to Walmart to go grocery shopping. And like, if motherfuckers is literally out here, I've seen like black trans women fucking go through it. Like, it's crazy. The sensible ones too. It's always the intelligent one. The young, intelligent ones are like, okay, like I'm gonna do this and shit because I feel like it's something I need to do. And it's like, it's crazy to me. And so I realized like that's what this shit's about. Like, in a sense of like, I don't gotta feel you. And that shit made me kind of like, it made me feel some type of way. You know, it made me feel some type of way because I was like, I don't kind of feel you. And I was like, or AGP, right? It's like I didn't know, like I was, I got followed. In the sense of like I thought I was, but the way they fucking described it was so, I guess, like sexualized and so, yeah. It's just, I didn't attach to it. So watching like this YouTube channel, this lady called Strawberry Lemonade something. I don't know her fucking name. She's AGP, and the more I just fucking like, the more I think about it, it's just like it's crazy to me because how it's like it's crazy because it's like she explained it in like the stages and shit, and I realized and I started to realize like in so many words because the way she explained it was so like me, was so my like okay, and I was like, oh, that's me. It's like you started off live in so many words, like in your behavior, like you were like, you start striking the women, but like you got off on the idea of being a woman. And sex is the most obviously fucking defining factor. And then we have that in our culture. So our culture is like we, start kissing real quick, touching each other, our butts and grabbing dicks and shit. You know what I'm saying? And tits, and then motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Get taking each other's clothes off and shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought real quick and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you really getting down and dirty to when it comes to like, oh, you gonna take your drawers off and shit so I can shove my fucking cock inside of you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like nowadays, it's like the girl just wants to grab your fucking dick and then like suck you off, or you pull your pants and she sucks you off. You know what I'm saying? That's how, because it's like based on pornos. Some motherfuckers sucking you off, and then you got motherfuckers like literally like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or eating her out or some shit, but usually her sucking you off. And then after that and shit, because she's curious about your dick and shit, so she sucks you off and shit. Once she finds your fucking dick and see how long it can get and shit, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, that's good enough. And then she'll like put it inside of her and shit, right? And so that's how that shit goes. So you bust. And it's fucking awkward as fuck because like, that's why it almost goes along with that shit, but in the aspect of just like how to explain that shit, like that being a part of the shit. So like you get to like this idea of like trying to suck a dick and shit because like you using sexuality as a descriptive term of how you feel at the time of who you are and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So you're not using sex; you're using the culture of sex. So what we're taught, right, in like in everyday life, of how you're supposed to like have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, what are y'all motherfuckers doing? You know what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why motherfuckers be on that shit. And so AGPs use sex that way, and so that's why a lot of AGPs they do start off as straight, and they end up becoming gay, and that's because of them being a male. But they do start off being straight, and it's but there's still an attraction, and the attraction that they still have for women are still there, and it comes and goes depending on really their sexual preference. Like I said, they might be gay, they might have grown up and always like wanted to be feminine, super flamboyant, and gay, or you know what I'm saying. Maybe they, you know what I'm saying, like try to be dominated by a woman. Like for me, I technically I don't even know if I got molested now at this point. But I remember my sister fucking told me to eat her pussy, so that's all I remember. So yeah, not all I remember, like, but I don't want to go into it. But yeah, you know what I mean, like I ate my sister's like my older sister's pussy out and shit. And I realized, when I was a little kid, and I realized the reason I did that shit is because of my HGP. I wanted to be dominated, taking the submissive role